2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 3, 4. Testing, testing, 3, 4.
Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 3, 4. Testing, testing.
Testing 5, 6. Testing 5, 6. Testing 7, 8. 7, 8. Testing 7, 8. Testing 7, 8. Testing 7, 8.
Testing 7, 8. 7, 8.
Testing for cracking.
Testing 5, 6. Testing 5, 6. Testing 7, 8.
Testing for cracking.
Testing 7, 8. Testing 7, 8. Testing for cracking.
Testing for cracking 2. Testing for cracking 2.
Testing for cracking.
Testing for cracking 2. Testing for cracking 3. Testing for cracking 3.
2. Testing for cracking 2.
Camera switch test. Camera switch test 2. Camera switch test 3.
Testing for cracking 2. Testing for cracking 3. Testing for cracking 3.
Camera switch test.
Camera switch test.
Camera switch test 2. Camera switch test 2.
Camera switch test 3. Camera switch test. Camera switch test 2.
I'm a leader of this new generation. So sharp. Yeah, I'll show Kate. Kate, this is Baby Gronk's response to a Trump assassination. You know Baby Gronk, right? I think it's just.
Did we figure out which, we know which cards broke?
So it didn't totally break. So
Okay.
it just didn't read once, and it was a fluke.
Okay.
If it happens again, we can pause the game, and what I'll do is actually make a Joker that
Read a
card.
joke,
We'll
okay.
just do that. I just gotta test some stuff for now. Just want to test the focus of things. Make sure this is working. Oh, this is gonna be so much better.
Is it?
Without the giant laptop.
Yeah.
Make sure. And I got the camera. Oh, we need one more shot. I got the camera quality way higher.
Oh, do we?
Testing, testing, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1. Test, 1, 2. It's pretty low.
It's pretty quiet.
It's a pretty low mic. Yeah, test 1.
It might be too
Yeah,
quiet.
I think it's a little too quiet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, let's go back to the headset.
I got you.
It's a nice mic, though. Testing. Test 1, 2. All right, we're back in action here. Sorry for that live stream, early listeners. Test 1. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Usually, instead of using an expander, what we do is like you compress, so you actually turn down the peak, so everything gets like nice and tight, and then you raise the output gain of the compressor. Leave it where it's at. If it's good, it's good. Yeah, so it basically makes everything about the same level, and then you raise everything.
Doesn't expander like you're not too quiet into it,
An expander is like, okay, so you're gonna have a threshold, right? And anything that goes over that threshold, it's gonna bump farther.
so that's what it's doing.
Right. For better or worse. I would think that wouldn't really help too much, but it might. It's audio, though, bro. I mean, it could be doing a great job, and we would all be surprised. But it's hard to be like, that doesn't make sense, so it won't work. It's like, a lot of times, that doesn't make sense, but it totally
It's
works.
working great. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I fixed the cracking noises.
What was that?
Sample rate on computer, 41 point whatever kilohertz. Sample rate in software, 48. And then there was some audio sources of different sample rates. This is all fucked up.
I'm not surprised. Everyone loves to say, like, oh, 48 is better than 41 because it's higher. It's like, nobody hears the difference.
Yeah, also, I set it up so that this is actually mono going in, and then
Right.
it spits it out as stereo, because what you said
Right.
2 weeks ago was correct, but it was coming out of one ear, so now it's coming out of both.
Right.
Because it's actual, treating it as mono input.
Nice.
And I got a logo, and we have a website. And I wrote software that lets you sign the waiver on your mobile phone, so we don't have to have waivers.
It's funny, I was like, as I'm grabbing this mic stand out of my house, I'm like, I bet you that they already fixed the mic stand situation, because I feel like there's no way I come in and that mic stand's still broken. Like, Mike's already on top of it. I was like, I'm gonna bring it anyway.
Yeah,
but
no,
I know
it's
this
good.
is a waste of time.
It's good. Thanks for trying. Yeah, no, appreciate the giving us a shot here.
This mic sounds good if you have a preamp that'll drive it. That's kind of like the downside to this thing, is that it's low gain, so that if there's someone speaking next to you, it won't pick it up. Although the gain is designed to, but it's basically designed to like only pick up what's right in front of it.
Yep.
So subsequently, it makes it a quiet mic.
I want to just test one thing.
here now. Where are these coming from?
I bought those at the flea market, and they're
That's
also,
right,
they're
that's
also really fun. And I got a little stand here for paperwork.
And t-shirts. I won't say anything. Is that the? Wait, that first prize is t-shirt. Dude, last night we were playing a game. Pretty big pot, pretty big game. Comes down to two kids player. It was Woe and another kid. And just hear me out. Flop, deuce, king, deuce. Woe has queens, the other guy has ace something. And they're still betting. And then another two comes out. So it's deuce, king, two, two. Woe has a boat and his queen. We jam. The other kid calls because he thinks everyone's playing forward. Another deuce comes out. Ace on board, ace high deuce. Ace high deuce. Dude, last hand last night in a big game, fucking quads came up on the board, and whoa, it rivered quads on the board, right? So before the river,
4 aces on the board.
4 twos on the board.
Oh, boy, yeah, okay.
But fucking on the turn, Woe had a boat because he had pocket queens, so he has queens and 3 twos, and then a fucking 2 comes on the river, and the other kid wins with ace high. So fucked up.
Did he see it or did he not even know?
He actually did know at the end, but they both jammed on the turn, so I flipped over the last deuce, and it was kind of a holy shit. I'm like trying to console Will. I'm like, bro, there's nothing. You just lose in this spot. You just lose.
Sometimes you lose.
You just lose. Yeah. You know, he was fine with it, but I'm like, bro, you did nothing wrong.
So you see it? Like if you have kings and then aces, good. Like if you have kings.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings and salutations to everyone. Welcome to Hava Free Poker. It will be starting at 7:30. It actually is 7:30. We're getting everyone set up right now. And as we do, make sure you say hi on any of the streaming services. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. And if you're on either of those, you could just type in the messages and we can reply. If you have any questions, if you want to know what's going on, if you want to make any comments, you want to make fun of the players, whatever you need to do, make sure you punch that right into YouTube. It's YouTube / Hava Free Poker, and the same on Twitch. At least I think it's the same on Twitch. We're going to take a look real quick. Hava Free Poker. That would do it. And let's see if we can take a little sound in.
Mr. Beast does a really smart thing that maybe we could learn from. He has all his videos and streams translated into other languages.
Yeah,
maybe we should do that. We should get like a couple of Spanish speakers in here and commentate.
Have you ever sit to
No, come on here.
So go to, I gotta get a waiver from you. So on your phone, just go to havafreepoker.com and fill out the waiver.
You made that's cool.
All right.
What'd you do, like a Google?
Sounds okay. I think I can hear you. Let me just check that. That's seats 1, 2, 3, and that's Kyle sitting down in seat 4. 5 and 6
No, it's alright.
is Austin. I need to turn those around.
Google Forms are free, but I guess like if you want it to be like legally, is it like a legal type thing where it's like you can't really like do it if it's a Google form or? Yeah. That's fair.
All right, we got that. That's Austin in seat 5. We'll find out seat 6. We got Arden in seat 7. That's Xander sitting right there. That's seat number 8. That's me over here. Hey, everybody. And our flop cam.
P-I-P-E-A-R.
Oh, wow.
How do you spell Pierce?
I think it's P-I-E-R-C.
Yeah. It depends on the.
So you can take a look at the flop cam. You can listen to what people are talking about. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
Not the YouTube, there's just a website.
Pierce. How do you spell your name? Aha, I was right. P-E-A-R-C-E.
Do you have a paper one back there?
I can also do it on my phone.
Here's Mickey.
You're recording this? Yeah. For who? We're just streaming it online. On the YouTube stream. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to play it. We'll have a game a little later today that's not streaming. When is that? It should be about 11. I can't stay that long. Sorry. Alright. What's your name, sir? Liam. L-I-A-M? Yes. Alright, cool. Welcome to the game, Liam. Alright, everybody here is getting early chips. Going forward, we're going to have a rule that if you're at 7:15 and you kind of hang out, you get an extra 500 chips.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
I thought you had to pay for it.
this is free poker. Oh. This is just for fun. When it's later in the year, we'll have a league and scored points where we all kind of keep track. Did you finish the form? Yeah. Okay, you signed the bottom piece? Yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you, Dan.
There's no money involved here?
None at all.
Okay.
That's alright.
Excuse me a little bit.
Just glory.
Here.
Glory and excitement.
Arden, how much space you got over there?
How much space?
To your left.
I have a full seat.
Can we scoot over a little
You
bit
just
to the
scooch a little
left?
bit.
I'm like,
What do you mean by that? Huh? Huh?
I can explain in further detail.
Oh yeah, will
I
you?
think I might have
Okay.
an aneurysm if I do.
I want
who
you.
won last night?
That's fine.
Fucking, it was Woe and Ryan heads up for the end. And
Oh, I'm gonna
the
be
board
with
is
chair right here.
deuce, king, deuce. Woe has queens, and Ryan
And can you
has
move a
like
little bit to your
something.
right because this is someone
Turn
sitting
is
right
another
here.
deuce. So Woe has a boat and he jams, and the other kid has so much money he just calls. And the Gruber is another deuce. So ace high wins.
Oh my god, last night.
Ryan won?
Right.
Yeah, tell me, you don't like about that?
Yeah, I told him.
That's crazy.
Quads with an ace kicker versus queens.
It was funny too because it's like once it rivered quads, his full house went to just playing the board.
Yeah.
Because, you know, his hand was 4 deuces and
With a
queen,
king.
but there's a king on the board, so
Everybody
it's
here
really
should
4
have
deuces.
2,000 in chips. Okay, so a couple changes this week. So no re-entry. That just confused everyone and made the game last forever. There's a chip up if you're here on time, and a chip up if you support the bar. If you support the bar, will be you bought something for the bar. You get to buy one thing from the bar to get 500.
In case you're watching, that's me. I'm flipping around. That was Austin. I had him originally seat 5, moved to seat 6, so I had him in the wrong spot, and now everybody's in the right spot.
Oh, 1 sec. I'm gonna come over in a second.
$20 bar tab from compliments of the bar for the biggest each game. Greetings.
You guys find it? We're gonna jump in.
We're about to start. Yeah, grab a seat. Grab a seat. Cool.
Let me get a drink.
Seats 8 and 10 and 1 are open. You want to come over? I think it'd be easier. So Xander, you're moving to seat 10.
Literally standing right there. You couldn't come up to me.
I didn't see you.
Oh,
I would have.
Where were you?
I would have done that,
standing
Kyle.
right there
Where?
by the register.
What is this?
Shame on you.
Those are
Kyle.
worth 25.
I didn't see all this.
Your mother would be ashamed of you.
Because we ran out of those.
There's like a mixture of them.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, the green ones are all worth 25.
They're green, they're mean.
Is this green different than that one?
No.
Okay.
They're all the same.
Is that spot open?
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, baby. How many coming in? Maybe 9? Yeah.
What's going on? Why'd you do that? Bring back my chip.
You still, no, you still have the
Well,
right.
I don't. What'd you know? Give me my chip back. I want to see your top.
Tired.
That's fucked up.
Cookie
She's a
and
nice girl.
bar tab.
How about a 4-pack of cookies?
Oh!
So you get decide first. Oh, you want 1, 2, or 4?
So how about this is second place? And the bar tab is first place? Okay.
No, first place gets to pick.
First place gets to pick the cookies and the bar tab? Yeah. Okay. You hold on. You handle this.
I'll hold on to it.
Is the stream doing okay?
Yeah, it's great.
All right, cool. And your audio's coming in?
Yeah.
Xander, put this in that
4-pack
tray
of
behind you.
cookies is.
Actually, we want
That's $1 million.
Oh, right, that's your
That's
logo.
like 20
Okay.
attacks.
We could just do that.
I have a confession, Mike.
Yeah.
I killed a roach on the table.
Can I do 2 cookies so it's worth not as good as first place?
It was a little bit of a mark.
It's American.
Apparently,
That's
they
blood.
said the roach just fell from the TV on
white
some
stripe.
guy.
On some guy, he flicked it onto the table, and then it crawled onto me. So I like flicked it onto the table, and then literally like within an instant, Woe hands me his slip-on sandal.
All right.
It had to happen. It was the heat of the moment. Okay, I wasn't thinking about the
It's fine.
aesthetics of the table.
It's fine. We'll pretend it never happened.
I'm gonna place microphones. Or I guess that one's kind of okay. But
All right. They're getting ready to rock and roll over there in the room. If you're outside, if you're watching this on one of our live streams, make sure you pop in, you say hi, make a note so we know you're there.
Okay. Okay. Who has supported the bar?
I have.
All right.
I did.
Okay, hold on.
I am going to.
Better.
Well, hurry up.
Hey.
All right, Liam. When you leave your seat, just be mindful of the microphone behind you. Okay.
Don't hit your head on it. It happens.
Don't let it be done.
Let me see what we can do about that flashing screen.
Which actually is this?
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck did you do, brother?
It's
the screen protector is a little cracked, like right now, which is just a screen protector.
I can switch it around, like.
And I can be funny to like put that on there to like number one.
Before we start, I should
Yeah.
say.
And for moments like that, where I'm just like, it's my phone.
Well, unlock the door so it's easier.
Yeah, I gotta. Somebody just moved the mic on purpose.
Who did that?
Imagine that, bro.
Well, what's the point of that?
Fucking asshole.
Who would do that? Who cares about audio quality?
Audio sucks.
It's not my fault this table has no space in this corner, bro.
Oh, poor baby.
Hang the microphone up.
Well, I am a poor baby, but not for these reasons.
Just tie it on that.
These longy milkers. Yeah, it would be nice to get microphones off here.
All you gotta do is run the cord.
That's the plan eventually. In fact, there already is
Where's the
one.
mic connected to? Where's the cable board?
Young baby
They
girl.
run over into.
This is right after you left.
Technically,
I was like, you're ready to lose at poker?
and he's been dealing with other stuff.
Are you here? I'm like outside.
You're ready to get some hands.
Feeling also here, I guess. Dude, yeah, you should you thought Austin, you thought Austin, you should there.
Good.
Someone else sitting here. No.
No.
Because no one else wanted to do it.
We learned how to play like 4 days ago.
Yeah, he was like at the beginning, and like I love him to death. I have nothing against him.
I know. I don't want that guy to leave. I like having him around.
He went.
Steve, the older dude.
We did the first set, and then he was like, all right. So
Now the mic is on. Okay, I was having a little conversation with myself.
I taught him.
Hey Rob, how's it going? Justin, thanks. We'll see you guys a little bit later. I think we got some people that are out there going to come on the stream in just a little bit. We're getting ready. Their chips are out. You can see them started. The dealer's getting ready, and we're about to start some rocking and rolling poker right here.
And he's improving.
Yeah.
And dude,
Yes.
anyone who's new and just pays attention and like maybe as a bonus, maybe like ask questions. It's like, wow, dude, this is sick. Yeah, he's great. It sucks. He's moving back to Arizona soon.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't live here. He's got this weird flight plan that he's explaining to me.
Well, this is cool, guys. My name's Eric. We're at Hava in Stuart, Florida. We have our weekly poker show that we run here right on YouTube and on Twitch. If you guys want to make sure you're on there, if you are, make sure you pop in, say hi. If you're in town or in the local area, you want to play, it's completely free. You just come on out here. We got some prizes. We got a bar tab for first place. We do some work with Crumble. You got some Crumble cookie passes. That's for the second place. And you can come on out. It's free to play. And we're going to go switch you over to the live stream and get this thing started.
And I get stuck. It'll go a little slower than usual because I'm entering in information about what everyone's doing and betting. There's a chip up if you get here on time of 500, and another chip up if you support the bar of 500. Prizes are a bar tab or 4 cookies. We're dealing for the button.
You know what pissed me off?
Yay!
When I first played it, I wanted to do the corpo. You ever done the corpo?
So if you watched the live stream in the past, we have a couple differences that we are doing this week. First of all, there will be no rebuys. That means it's a one and done. Once you're out, you are out. We sometimes have more players playing than seats available. And if we have more players playing than we have seats available, what will happen is as soon as some player is out, the next player is in. After the 4th round, we'll have we will hold that round until all the players who are in line get in. So the blinds will not go up after the 4th round until it is the final 10 people at the table, and then we're just going to play it out.
Just metal.
Also, there's a 500 chip bonus if you're here at 7:30. So if you're here before the game starts, you will also get bonused. And that's the couple new plans we got going here.
Car keys,
Car keys are
metal,
gonna bet it up.
metal.
Throws it fucking out.
You can see over here, that's Matthias and James in those empty seats over there. They'll be making their way. They're over at the bar right now. Xander is seat number 9, the long-haired gentleman on the right. And if you look real close, that's Arden's arm. Oh no, that Arden's the seat on the left. That's not there. That's Austin's arm. I can see the cards are going out. Let's get this thing started.
The live stream can see the cards. Those 2 out for us. Alright, it is on Austin.
I fold. Do you want me to fold these guys?
Yeah, fold Arden, Matthias, and James, and now it's on Xander. I fold.
I don't think about that.
You can call 25 5, fold or raise.
No, you're now. Everyone over here.
Players
Everyone over to you.
All right, let's set this live stream going. It looks like we're on Liam. Liam's in seat number
We're going clockwise order, so you're fifth
2,
now for 25.
but he's not here at the moment. So that's Nikki. Nikki's going to fold. We've got Kyle. Kyle's with his Jack 8 and the small blind. Pierce with the 6-4. Kyle takes a look at his card, sees he's got a 6-4, this little suited gapper over there, completes the small blind. Kyle, and then Pierce raises the 75 with his 6-4. Kyle calls. I said Kyle had 6-4. Kyle's got the Jack 8, so here we go. The flop comes, the 9, the 8, the 5. Pierce has a gut shot. Kyle has middle pair. Kyle's got trips. So he's going to go reach for his chips right now. He does. He tosses 25. He wants to keep Pierce in the pot.
You're going to have to be over there, yeah.
I bet 25.
That's Pierce on the left. Pierce goes and I see he's grabbing the chips. The 6, the river's out. Kyle's going to win the hand. All he's got to do is stay in the hand. He bets 225, and Pierce calls, and there we go. Kyle wins hand number 1 with 2,227.25 in chips. Everybody else has 2,500. Anyone who was here on time, and the other people has 2,000. So there we go.
10 hands in, bro. Take a seat.
Mike, I got something.
We've already done like 20 hands.
I got something for you.
All right. Move there, pause the clock. I gotta get a new player in and adjust chip levels. So James, you got something in the bar.
Yes, sir.
I think I already gave it to you, actually. Didn't you? You
So-
got 2,000 chips.
If you're listening, that's what happens. So if you're here on time, you get a 500 chip bonus. If you buy something at the bar before the game starts, you also get a 500 chip bonus. That's why some people have 2,500, some people have 2,000, and some people are late and they don't have anything but 1,500. But that's how the cookies crumble. Get it? Cookies crumble. That's the prize for second place. All right, I'm hilarious to me.
You're pretty good.
Supermoons only. I had 2 yesterday, like in an hour, and I wouldn't recommend doing that.
You like the comment at all?
I tried it once, and I didn't really feel too much.
Arden, you are under the gun, sir.
Oh, shit.
So you're gonna be first to act.
It's not as negative.
Wonderful. Undy Gundy.
That's Arden joining us in seat number 7. Right there with the white shirt, the laptop. You can see Arden doing his homework right over there.
No, I'm actually writing the Oxford.
Bro, how
writing.
did he not get kicked out of that event?
I don't know, dude. That's crazy to me.
Please remember to put it on the purple.
Arden's running aimbot.
Did you see that guy that was using GTO sim? His friends were using it on the rail.
75.
Arden's going to be first to go. He looks down at his chips. He's got Jack 10 off suit.
Sorry.
So Arden,
75.
let me finish dealing.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. It's just like
75.
you go 100 miles an hour.
No, I know, but I shouldn't have done.
That's a good change.
Arden's questioning his bet.
Next time you go that quick.
Phantom calls with his 6'5 offsuit.
You really shoot downward like that? But yeah, there was a tournament going on, and the winner.
Austin's got the Jack 10 offsuit as well. So James called, but we don't know his cards.
Was at the rail with all his friends there, and his friends had a computer running live.
Very
And you would go
bold
like
to just
this,
like
you'd go
do
like
it
this.
out there like that.
They're like pointing at the computer and be like they're running their like.
So both Arden and James have a gut shot.
When was this? Like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing you did have security because. Sorry, what was it?
Your card's
Put
on
him
purple.
on the purple, James.
Did you check?
He raced 75.
Got it.
Okay.
Tell me that call.
So Austin and Arden both have that gut shot to a queen. Phantom catches that bottom pair. James has an over pair to the 5. So James is actually in the lead. He's got an 80% chance to win this hand. Now let's get over to Phantom and see what he does. Phantom's at right there in seat number 1. He folds. James bets the 2 6s. Arden folds. Austin folds. James takes down an $825 pot.
Can you hold the button down?
Maybe it was accidentally pressed.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the current chip count. Kyle's in the lead with 27-25.
25-25, please.
Oh shit, that's true.
As opposed to
False.
I can't stand it.
So when it's 25,
Yeah, put on
25,
some,
small blind is
other
just calling
red.
every time.
It's not a four, doesn't
Yeah.
work.
I love like blasting that shit in my ears.
Yeah.
While I poker, like online.
It's like 20 instant call.
Back to 10 players. Arden, thanks for joining us, sir.
Of course, my pleasure. Let's go to 100. Oh wait,
It's not on you.
I'm not very
I'm
not
doing-
yet.
Not yet.
All right,
Ignore me.
Matthias,
I
you're
didn't
under the
mean
gun.
anything. I was being an idiot.
Here we go. Card drop. Matthias dumps his hand.
Guitars are bald.
James is out. Xander
Oh, sorry.
out. Phantom seat number
I like
1
the color though. Is that
with the
fair?
King 8. Of course, he's going to call. He calls everything.
Yeah, it's a
Cool.
tangerine scream.
That's a good color. I was gonna get one of those.
Liam's out. Nikki's out. Kyle's out. Here we go.
Too many miles on
Raise
it.
to 200.
Pierce with his ace 8 raises to 200. Ace 8 suited. Arden's got the ace 10. Let's see what he does. He makes the call.
Phantom 200.
Phantom in seat number 1 also makes the call. There's $625 in the pot as we see the flop. Four, 2. He's got the 2 clubs, so he's got a flush draw on the one side, and the other 2.
500.
So Pierce goes 500 with his ace 8 suited. It's on Phantom. Arden folds. Phantom also folds. Pierce takes it down. So you can see Pierce scooching in the pot. He's in second place with 2,675 chips.
Huh? No. It says missing 1 card. Wait, who?
Arden, you are 25, sir.
Great.
But I was just 25.
So Austin is the dealer. That means Arden in seat number 7 is a small blind. Matthias is the big blind. It's at 25.50 at the moment.
Someone get on that.
Oh my god.
Someone get on that.
Oh my god.
That's something was off. I knew something was off.
Restart the stream.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, alright, now something's
Okay,
really
okay,
wrong.
calm down.
Alright.
Woo!
Don't triple stack those chips, that's the worst way.
There we go.
Okay.
Why is every table in this place so top heavy? All so top heavy.
He's living life on hard mode.
Giant slab of marble on there. Frosted legs.
There's no point. There's no achievement for life on hard mode. If I could get a PlayStation trophy for living life on hard mode, I'd do it.
James folds. Xander folds. Phantom. So it's not for me. Leo.
Did you do it first?
I do it for a Klondike bar.
Fold.
Call. Oh wait. I meant.
I think I'm.
We got some interesting stuff going on right over here. The cards are out. They're dealing. They're moving around. Matthias makes the call. I had to turn the music down. That's what's going on. So if you're like, where was Eric? Turn the music down.
Su bebita, senor.
No, please. I just had to watch it 3 hours.
what?
Yeah.
Let's go for 50.
Arden throws 50 in with his
Okay, why not?
2-3 offsuit, the dirty diaper, it's called.
Of course.
But Nikki,
Why did I say that?
Matthias
Why did I
calls
say
his
that?
queen 8.
I'm so stupid.
Nikki with her 8 king jack
Yeah.
raises to 200.
I wanted to be the person to bet money, so.
So Arden gets out with his 2-3. Matthias folds Nikki by being aggressive, takes down the pot with second pair, and she wins a $500 pot.
I folded ace for
Oh, you're an ace?
What?
You're an ace?
I folded a free ball. It was ace 3. dog shit.
Yeah.
Thank God I only had a jack.
Ace 3, that's like the best
Play on
hand
the
in the game.
button.
All you need is a 2 and a 4.
Oh, I should have played on the
Oh,
button.
yeah.
the
I
deal.
should have played on the button.
Yeah.
Play aces on the
25.
Man, you're kind of pushing my buttons right now.
button.
James.
That's what I do. I'm good at it. I love buttons.
You're a button.
I'm a button.
Cute as a butt.
You hear that, Matthias?
Thank you, Mike.
Cute as a butt. Matthias, on the purple, please.
You can see the cards are out there.
That's 100.
It's not an assignment.
Xander with his ace-8 suited makes it 100. We got Liam out. Nikki decides to make the call with the king-4 offsuit. Pierce, 100 to call. He says, hey, I'm suited, I'm in. Arden's got a 7-4. He doesn't play. Matthias with his 5-3 is out. James doesn't play the 10-9. That's interesting because he usually plays cards like that. Let's see what the flop gives us.
All right, blinds are up next time. That's Ooch on Xander.
200.
All right, we got the ace-8 too. Oh, Xander catches top 2 pair, makes it 250. Pierce folds, and Xander takes a $550 pot.
All right, we're at 25.50. Button moves to. Is that it?
Now, you might have heard a beeping in the background. That beeping indicates that the blinds are going up. The blinds are now going to be 50-100. So before they see their cards, one person puts down the 50, the person after the dealer in the small blind. The big blind will put down 100, and they're going to go around the table after that. You have to match that 100, fold, or you can raise. Those are the standard moves in poker. The cards are getting dealt. Let's hear what the players have to say.
There's no indicator where the shirt is supposed to go.
So we're on Xander.
50 to play.
There's no tag.
Phantom, seat number 1, goes and makes the call. Liam calls. Nikki's out. Kyle's got the Jack 10 off.
Yeah.
He raises to 150 chips. Pierce and Austin are out. Arden's out. James makes the fold. Xander. He gets out. Back to Phantom. Phantom calls everything. Queen 7 suited. Liam's got 8-4 off. 8-4 suited. He decides to get out. So it's just Kyle versus Phantom. Let's take a look at the flop.
Damn, you guys got a lot of trim. This whole side.
Chip up. So you get a chip up if you bought something from the bar.
Oh, I bought something. I got it.
So Phantom's going to have first choice on what he wants to do with this. We haven't seen the flop. It's coming out right now. Phantom will be first to act. There is 375 chips in the pot, and the flop is
It may have gone to
an 8, a 5.
Oh, yeah, last time. Yeah.
And an
When you-
ace. They
when you were
both
sending
totally
them a long
missed,
time
but it's
ago,
probably going to be the
I
first to
was
bet. It's going to take it down. We're on Phantom. He checks. He go to Kyle. Kyle's going to continuation. He's going to do a little C bet for another 150 chips. Phantom's out. And Kyle with the worst hand does pick up 525 chips.
HavaFreePoker.com
and just sign up there.
fill out a waiver.
Okay. A new one?
Yeah. Okay. You will get email correctly.
Button's good.
What'd you have? Vibrating sweatshirt.
I'll tell you.
Chest
Right there.
I was walking around. Sitting right here.
Oh, and up for winning is a bar tab or 4 cookies.
All right.
And these are the fancy $5 cookies.
Dude, crumble cookie good as
And the first place gets to pick what they want. The cookies or the bar tab.
Yeah, the peanut butter one week. Oh.
I like the colors.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a sucker for anything peanut butter.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah, they're closed right now because they were founded by Mormons.
It was like a peanut butter cookie with like peanut butter.
Mike.
All right, the cards are out. It's up to Liam with his King 6 suited. It's 25 more for him to call. He's going to go ahead and
Purple people, all the purple people.
Pierce.
How much is it? 50?
Arden, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna play for. Let's actually go 200.
Yeah, good range.
Mike, I think the blinds off.
Yep, I'll fix it in a second. It's 200 now.
Oh, 200.
Yeah, I'm raising.
Xander?
Call me Brand, because I'm raising.
James folds. Xander calls. Phantom folds. Liam, what do you want to do? You're calling. So you need to take back 50. That's the best. Pierce calls.
You gotta.
He needs 50 back.
Yep.
Give me 100.
Check here. On Xander.
So we get the flop down, the Jack 7-10. Let's see where we're at. We've got, it's on Liam in seat number 1. Liam goes ahead and makes a $50 bet with his King 6 suited. Of course, his suits are not any that match the board, but there we go. Pierce calls with his Queen 9. He's got a open ender. Arden's got the Ace 10, both of spades. He's got middle pair and the spade draw. He makes it 200, probably a good bet for Arden. Xander calls. Liam calls. And Pierce calls. Sure, everybody calls. Let's see what comes down on the flop. We've got the suspense is building. An ace. All right, so here we go. Arden got 2 pairs, so Arden goes ahead and Pierce makes it 50. Liam makes it 50. Pierce calls. Arden raises to 500 with his 2 pair and flush draw. Xander's got a Queen 8. It's 500 for him to call. That's who it's on right now. That's Xander in seat number 9, the long-haired person on the right-hand side. He makes the call. Okay, and
how much?
Liam's all in with his King 6 suited for 2,025 chips. That brings it over to Pierce with the Queen 9. What is he going to do?
2,000.
That's Pierce folds. Okay. That brings it over to Arden. Arden's making the decision. Arden's counting his chips out. Arden makes the call with the 2 pair. Xander.
He's got me covered, so. Yeah.
2,000.
Xander's counting his chips. Xander with the Queen 8.
Oh my god, if this last thing's
and of a different suit. And decides he's calling. Here we go. Let's see with the river. You can see all the cards right over there. Arden's got a 90% chance to win this hand.
No, if it's a king or an 8, I'm gonna.
And we're gonna take a look at Arden when a key comes out. The river. Here it comes.
I had a straight.
The 4 of spades. Arden with the nut flush. The nuts takes it down. All 6,050 chips go over to Arden, who's clearly in first place right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Arden.
Ready for fireworks. Oh, not on the table, right? Nah, it's on the ground.
So what spilled it on? Good hand.
Okay,
This table's a pretty big coordination check.
Don't forget that.
I said this table's a pretty big coordination check. It will show.
Yes, absolutely.
I have.
What do you mean? What are you talking about coordination check?
Because like if you walk around this table and you're uncoordinated, you're gonna knock so much shit over.
To tip your neighbor?
Yeah.
No. I'm not. Give me 1 second. I'm still counting.
Still pause.
I literally told him before the
Phantom,
game.
much appreciated.
I know, I saw you.
I would have been fine with this in the 500. I told him before the game not to put the soda down there.
Sorry?
I told him before the game not to put the soda down there.
Listen, you can't. You can't.
Hey, Makani did it too. It happened. Oh, he dropped it all over the light.
Let's take a look at the stacks. Let's take a look at the stacks right now. You can see Arden way out in first place. 30% of the chips with 6,800 chips. Kyle and Nikki, James, Austin are in the 2,000. So is Pierce. And streaming almost out of the game, we got Phantom at 1,500. Matthias at 1,100. Liam at 750. Xander holding on for dear life with 312 big blinds.
65, 70.
Who won that?
Arden.
7,000.
They're counting. I could hear Arden on the side. He's just counting his chips. He can't even count that high.
I went to go grab the fucking top.
You can see it.
Holy shit. What do you have?
Too much.
Ace 10.
Ace 10 for a nut flush.
7,300.
Crazy.
7,350.
But they weren't even close. They weren't.
Here, can you see my eyes?
A little bit. 50%
Oh, now. What am I doing?
capacity or whatever.
I can just kind of chill out.
Yeah, you can just you can literally give them
Arden's only playing against you guys.
Just a reminder, don't put the phone over the readers.
No, like
I'm getting my cookies.
we're gonna get Arden his damn cookie.
I'm getting my damn cookies. I want them cookies. Metal. Oh, metal.
You can see the buttons on seat 10. That's Xander with the long hair on the right-hand side.
Shit, so I can...
Nikki's going to be first to act. Nikki doesn't have her cards just yet. None of them actually do. They're about to deal. Let's see what goes on in this round. This is hand number,
It's like he has
I don't know.
1,450.
We'll come back to you in a second. It's like hand number 8.
Xander's the dealer.
I knew we had a hand button somewhere.
Small blind. Nikki's the big blind. It's 25.50. There we go.
I'm gonna wait one more hand to get out.
All right, all the numbers are correct. The cards are getting dealt. The excitement's building.
Thanks, everyone.
You should get catheters for everyone.
What?
Cashews?
Catheters for
Are
everyone.
you talking about?
We don't have to
We
leave the
can't leave the table. We just pee right here.
Why don't we just? Why would we have to stick something in? Like, why can't we just pee in like a bottle?
That smells really
Just
good.
have a big bucket. Bottle. I'd rather
Yeah,
like
that-
I'd rather pee in a bottle than like all of us in unison stick a catheter.
No, that'd be super weird, Pierce. We're not doing that.
Bro, why is it like my idea all of a sudden?
You guys can get up from the poker table and go to the bathroom.
I fold.
Yeah, if you want to be a fucking loser.
I'm gonna call.
If you pay $13, you get a growler. So.
What is that, dude?
All right, here we are. Hand number 8.
Holding with some fucking pizzazz, bro. We're on camera.
Don't put your soda on the floor.
Have some je ne sais quoi.
Jenny saying
Je ne sais quaalude?
Jetty from the block.
That's easy. Sauce.
We are.
Big money.
All right, the flop is going down. We got Phantom with the Jack 10, Nikki with the Queen 4, Pierce with the Ace 10. The flop is coming out. It's the 7, a Queen, a Deuce. We've got 3 spades on the board. Nikki's got top pair. Pierce will have the top flush if
28. You're like 20.
he calls and a spade comes out. But Phantom checks. Nikki makes it 200.
I know what Quaalude are.
Yeah, I saw Wolf of Wall Street.
Now Phantom called, and so did Pierce.
Wall Street Hill.
We've got a Jack on the turn that brings Phantom second pair. Nikki still got top pair, and Pierce will win with the spade. So all 3. Oh, Pierce goes ahead and bets 300. Phantom calls. Nikki
Mike parties, you know what I mean, guys?
also makes the call, and we're on to the river.
Every time you win a hand from now on in this game, you have to flap your wrist and say Yahtzee.
Party Mike is in the house.
I'm interrupting.
And it's a 3, so the river was absolutely no help to anyone. Nikki, all she's got to do is call, make a bet, and she'll take down the flop, take down this pot.
On 4 units. 15.75 there.
Pierce goes all in, though. Pierce shoves. 1,575 chick. Phantom makes the call with the top with the Jack. Nikki folds the best hand. She's going to be upset when she finds out she could have had a $4,000 pot go her way, but instead it's going to go to Phantom with the Jack 10. He turns it up and sees the good news that it was a bluff that went bad, and Phantom's going to take it with second pair. 4,150 chips, putting him in second place to Arden.
That's a nutty play, Pierce.
Yeah. One of my patients
I was
called
trying
me
to represent
Hitler
something. I'm gonna call him
because I told him that he can't get on
It's
the
also your-
somebody being
Holding was not real.
What the fuck is the point of folding?
my work phone went off in another
You can see Nikki right there. I think she realized that she could have taken down that huge pot if she made the call. Now, you might go, wait, she had a queen and her kicker was pretty bad, but she went all the way to the river with it. You're already there. So at that point, you might as well make the call. I'm not sure if that's the correct move in poker, but the correct move in poker probably wouldn't get you to the river. So what do I know? I'm in the studio. We got Rob with me here. Rob, For those of you who don't know, Rob is a professional poker player. We brought him in. He's got the Rob here. Hold on a second. We got Rob over here. He's a professional poker player. He's been playing for 60 years. He's been in all the major tours. You can see him, and he's got. What do you think so far? What do you think of that last hand?
Very interesting. I mean, Pierce definitely wasn't like I was the only secretary in the house. They had 4 secretaries, but they put them all to sit with crazy names.
He just felt like his only chance was to put it all in, and I mean, it worked into the game.
Kyle was big.
I didn't realize that she had the best of it.
Perfect. Now the only problem here is I'm not sure the mic was on. So hang on. Let me get off this. Check.
Whoa.
Check.
So you think he's small?
We're gonna try that again. I'm gonna push the on button. That will help. There we go. There. See if that might be better. So we're going to go back to Rob in a second. We're going to get back. Let's catch up to what's going on the table right now. We've got, let's see, on Phantom in seat number 1. Now, Arden's got a pair of kings, and he raised to 300. Nicky folds. Kyle folds. Austin with the king jack. He makes the call. So this is, Arden's got a 90% chance to win this. All he's got to do is avoid a straight or a couple jacks. The flop is down. We've got a 4, a 10, the ace. Now, the ace is a tricky card because, first of all, Austin can catch the queen. He's got 4 outs. Actually, he's got 3 outs because one of the queens is away. But it's tough because you just don't know where you are when that ace comes out. It makes it really difficult for these guys. You can see that Arden didn't care. He bet 300. Austin made the call with a gut shot. The turn comes in. It's a 7 of clubs, which really didn't help make a difference so far in this hand, but they both checked it down. The river is the 2 of spades, which doesn't help. Arden's going to win the hand as long as he doesn't fold his cards. He goes and bets 500. Austin, I think, is going to have to fold unless he does a crazy shove, which I don't see him doing. He does fold, and Arden wins 1,775 chips.
Stop putting me on gut shots.
Button starts. Blinds are up to 5,100.
Temporary secretary.
You can be a research She started chasing me around like a mess.
Awesome, who got first?
That's such a good fucking tired zone. And then I took the king. I took him and I started like chasing him down.
There were quads on the board.
It's so
Because I know about like his quads crazy work ethic and
There was quads on the board, so when there's quads, the winner, there's quads on the board, whoever has the highest card to finish the 5-card
She gets
hand.
putting me in check, so I'm like running away, right?
Oh, Jesus.
And then I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I text her and I'm like, I'm done running.
I know it's
And then I
hard.
start, oh no, I missed it. I'll show you.
Put it on the purple, please.
I'm done running.
Purples. I'm glad I made it.
Right here.
All right, so we seem to be here. Hand number 10's just been dealt. We're on Austin. Arden's going first in this round. Arden's got a queen 3. It's 100 is the big blind, so it's going around the table. Mateus folds. James calls with his king 4 offsuited, so Xander calls with his king 8. Phantom calls his king 5. No one really cares about their kickers in this. Nicky with the queen jack raises to 200 chips. Pierce, it's only 100 more for him to call his queen 2 suited. Pierce is over there in seat number 5, and he makes the call. James calls, Xander calls, Phantom calls, everybody calls the extra 100 that Nicky raised, and let's see the flop. Now, it's interesting because a lot of them have king, but Nicky has a really good shot because while 3 of them have kings, it takes away from the available kings for them to get a pair. She hits the top pair with the jack, but the ace comes out. Now, no one has an ace, but they don't know that. So it's over to, we're going to go see what James does in seat number 8. James is in the black jacket with the and he checks it. Xander goes all in, but he only has 100 chips left. So with his king 8. Phantom calls, Nicky calls, Pierce calls, James calls.
Universal feeling.
And let's see what the turn.
There's a Snorlax.
Hey, man.
It's another ace, which doesn't really help anything. But they just actually, hopefully, Nicky could realize that, wait, there's 2 aces. There's only 2 left. No one probably has it. There weren't any big bets. She, It is on to James. James bets 300. Phantom makes the call. Phantom's thinking about what he's going to do. It looks like he tossed his cards in. It just hasn't registered yet. So it's going to go on to Nikki. Nikki's going to have to call for 300. He does. I'm wrong, but he does fold anyways. Nikki goes ahead and makes the call. James, the king 4. Oh, there we go. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. Those are 2 purple chips. Nikki raised to 1,000. James is out. They're going to flip their cards up. Oh. And Nikki has a 97% chance to win the pot. So I guess he's got the 1 king that's remaining. The king of hearts is the only one we haven't seen yet. The other 2 players had kings. So here we go on the flop cam. We got this. The river comes out, and it's... Here we go. We can see that Nikki realizes she's ahead. It's a 6 of diamonds. No good. Nikki wins a $1,450 pot, and Xander takes a seat on the rail.
I'll be back for next. I'll be back for next.
So we're back over here. We got now we're back over here. Now we figured out how to turn the on switch on. So we got Rob over here. We got McConaughey coming in. McConaughey, for those of you who don't know, he just turned 16 last week and got his car keys for the first time. So, oh, that's right. His mom just drove him here, so we're in good shape. Nikki decided she's going to take a break. Kyle decided he's going to take a break. Everyone's taking a break.
And subscribe for more.
So just fill it out and then show me you filled it out, and you can do it.
Since 2 players are out, what's going on right now is since whichever player that was, I think Xander, who lost his last chip. So what's going to happen is we're getting replaced. McConaughey's going to actually come in. By the way, McConaughey's actually 21. So for those, in case the feds are watching. But Xander is out, so they're getting the chips for the players that are missing. So if you are just tuning in, they're just filling in the seats. Now, the way this works is after the 4th round, I think this is the 3rd round. After the next round, we're going to hold it there till all the players that are waiting have gotten in the game. So the blinds won't go up until we lose some players. And then once the next level starts, it will be those will be the final table of this tournament.
It's not authentic, but I was gonna home and watch the WSOP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of the words from that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you guys my name is Daniel Negreanu.
What's your name?
You're Daniel Negreanu.
Phil Ivy?
Phil Ivy. My name is Maria Ho.
I identify as Jungleman.
Someone put their name as me, and then just like get livid at every fucking man.
I am the best at poker. I'm telling you. He called with Jack Queen, honey.
Jack Queen, honey.
You ever see when he folds like kings to aces and he stands up and he's like, "That's what separates me from these guys, honey. I can dodge bullets, baby." Helmuth is a national treasure, and I also hate the guy.
He's good for the sport.
What?
He's good for the sport.
Yeah.
And yeah, he hands it up, you know. That's what he's doing.
He's good for content.
He just won, like, recently. Exactly. I can't stand his brand, though. It looks like Harry Potter, the HP. Right. It's like in the same font.
Really?
You see his hats?
I don't know what off the top of
It
my head.
literally looks like Harry Potter.
Well, I think buttons. Okay.
So while they're setting this up, guys, we got Rob over here in the studio. Rob's actually watched the last 2 tournaments, and what do you think? What do you think of this so far? Now that we have the volume up and everything.
I think that there's definitely going to be some wild cards. You know, a lot of unexpected play. Things that it's going to be hard for us to really predict what they're going to do. So I'm excited to see how the different calibers of players match up, and ultimately who gets the best of it.
Yeah, it's really tough because in this tournament, a lot of these players are just playing for the first time, maybe a couple months, maybe 6 months. So you'll see some things that maybe the pros wouldn't actually do. But we're going to move this around. It's on Matthias. Matthias is with his makes the $300 call. Arden raised to 300 with his pair of eights. We're going to move around the table. Nikki's got a pair of kings. So, Nikki had a pair of kings, but she's not there. Oh, she just got back. Does she know she has king? Oh, it's on the right-hand side of the screen. I thought I lost it. All right, so here's what's going to we're on James. James is in seat number 8. McConaughey's out. Phantom in seat number 1 has a pair of 10s. He only makes the call. He doesn't realize that normally I'd question that, but that is a good move here. Now my question really goes to Nikki. Nikki goes ahead and flat. Oh no.
Oh, no, it's too
Nikki made it 600. She doubled the blind. Maybe a little higher would be, especially since she's in first place. But it doesn't matter. Arden calls. Matthias calls. Phantom calls. And let's take a look at the flop.
Hey, how come McConaughey's got all those chips?
A 5, a 4, an 8. Arden pits top set. Nikki's going to be really surprised when she sees what goes on here. It's actually on Arden. Arden's in seat number 7. He's the one on the far left-hand side of the screen. Arden's...
And we're going to hold the line levels 1, 2 until everybody gets in.
People are grabbing seats, which is what's going on. It's taking long. It's up to Arden. Arden with a set of 8s. Now, he doesn't have the nuts. If you look close, first of all, someone could have a flush draw, but quite frankly, it's the 6-7 that they should be scared of. Matthias thinks his ace 8 is good. He's actually in last place with it, but he shoves all in for 575 chips.
He also has the block with the ace of hearts.
Yeah, he does have. He's got the ace of hearts, so he can hope that no one has the hearts, or if they do that, he's got bigger ones. But it doesn't really make a difference. Let's see. We're on Phantom in seat number 1. Now, Phantom's got pocket 10s. He might think he's good. It's 600 for him to call.
I really hope one of those cameras has got me and Nick saying hi to each other.
Why?
Because he walked up and we
See,
did
because
that.
Nikki was 50% win pre-flop, and then Arden went to 70% immediately after his outset.
Yeah, he nailed it. So Phantom makes the call. Nikki flats again, which is fine because she's actually way behind. All right, the turn.
I'm taking this one down.
You're not taking it down.
Good luck.
It's a queen. Nikki probably still thinks she's good. Arden checks.
Yeah.
Why Arden top set checks, Phantom checks, Nikki checks. Oh, that was and a 7. That makes it hard for Arden to take a bet. Now, quite frankly, he should take the bet. Who should have a 6 here? But nonetheless, they all check it down. Arden's going to find out he wins a $4,925 pot. But quite frankly, could have made it much, much bigger if he put some money into the pot.
He definitely missed 2 bets, for sure. I'm not sure how that goes check.
Yeah, just. I think a little more experience, and he could have taken down $7,000, $8,000 there.
Go to the bar and ask for yellow tea for me.
You want to eliminate the man?
Oh, sure. I will ask for a yellow tea. Just say it's for Arden. But wait, he usually likes.
So we'll be joined. Steve is coming in seat number 2. That's the gentleman in the blue shirt that just joined it in the second seat next to Nikki.
Arden, you started off with a small loan of like $1 million.
Y'all are getting fucked. I'm just gonna fucking chill out.
So the chips are going to go out. That's low. Is actually going to be in seat number 7. He's not there yet, but they just gave him his 1,500 chips. He'll be joining us in just a moment, and if he gets here on time, he'll be under the gun, which means he's first to act.
Arden afford big? Okay.
But what I'm saying is, every time
I don't know.
you have a chance to speak.
What's up? Hello. Hey, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man.
Is this 13,800 around here? I think.
They have,
Okay.
they have made
All right, everyone's taking a look at their first card. Their second card's coming around. We'll post it right on the screen for you.
Actions on
well, there's
I don't have. We don't have some cards.
different spots around the city.
said you're in Arizona.
Yeah.
I wish.
I'm gonna look this up.
So Will is queen 7. They're going to probably fold for him, which is probably good for him anyways. James is a pair of 7s. It's 100 for him to call. He decides he's going to check with his mom and look at the phone. He makes the call. McConaughey's out. Phantom out. Moving around the table. It should fold till Nikki, but I don't know if it does. It's Phantom says, I'm not letting it call. So just so you know, that's the fourth 7, so there are no 7s remaining. Nikki's got Jack 10 suited. It's 100 for her to call. She raises to 200. Min raise. It's the least she's able to raise, but she does take it.
I don't think you're getting rid of anyone.
Yeah. So what happens is if you raise the minimum, so Rob, why is that maybe not the strongest move?
Well, so the whole point of raising that position is isolation. You want to eliminate some of your opponents so that you have a better chance of your hand holding up. It's harder to play those suited connectors against multiple opponents when you can narrow the range to people only calling a 3-bet or a bigger bet in the beginning, because you can put them more strongly on higher hands, like an ace king, ace queen.
So the flops down. This is really interesting. Nikki flops a royal flush draw. She's got 4 diamonds to the. She gets the ace of diamonds. She's got the royal flush. A 9 will give her a straight flush. She's but in the current moment, and she's also if she hits a jack or a 10, she's also in the lead. At the current moment, James is ahead with his pocket 7s.
But she is 78% to win?
Yep, yeah, almost 80%. So everyone else got out. She needs any of the diamonds, an ace, jack, 10, or 9 of any suit. The turn is the 9. She hits the straight. So James is drawing dead at this point. It's up to Nikki. James is going to make the first bet. Let's see what he does. He reaches for his chips, and he throws in what looks like 200 chips, but I'll tell you in just a second. It is 200 chips. Nikki goes and raises to 600. Get back to James. James makes the call. Let's see what the river, although it is completely irrelevant to us, maybe it's something that makes it look like it's good. Maybe it can't be the 7, so it can't help James. Nikki's going to definitely win this, which we knew last hand. Let's see what James does. James checks. Nikki has the option. She doesn't take it. She just flips her cards up with the nuts, which is actually a penalty in most tournaments.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the line of making it 600 on the turn. She has tons of outs and nothing that's currently beating her. Might as well flat there and kind of goad him into betting again on the river.
So you mean since James bet the previous time, if she doesn't raise, because if he's bluffing, she knows she's in first place because she has the highest possible hand. So if no one's bluffing, so if he's bluffing, he gets to stay in. And if he's betting for value, he's not as good as she is, so she wins either way. But by raising, he probably, if he was bluffing, would fold. Yeah. Or a normal person would.
Well, and if she just flats there, he can easily put her on a flush draw, and then when it doesn't get there, he may continue bet on the river, and she gets more chips out of it.
Yep, good point there. Thanks, Rob. The cards are getting shuffled. James, who just lost the last pot, will be acting first. He's under the gun. It's 100, 200 of the blinds. James has a 9-6 offsuit. It's 200 for him to call. He is thinking about it, though. And he folds. McConaughey is, of course, out. We're going back around the table. Phantom with a 7-6 offsuit, 200 to call. Normally you'd say they're out of there, but he's clearly not. Steve's out, Nikki's out. Kyle's got ace-9 suited. Does he take it for a raise? He doesn't. He just calls. It's up to Austin in seat 6. He's on the right-hand side to call 200. He's got a king-jack. He does make the call. And Arden with his suited connector, that's a 10-9 of clubs, calls. Woe doesn't have to make a decision because no one raised. Kyle has the highest hand out there. The flop came ace-2-7. So Kyle's got the pair of aces. He's now 82% chance to win this hand. He goes ahead and bets 200. Austin makes the call. Let me try that again. Austin folds. Maybe I should look at the answer before I
think the only person calling here is maybe Phantom, maybe. Pair 7.
Phantom's got second pair. Phantom's not folded if he didn't hit the pair, so I don't see a world where he folds this. Let's see what he does. Phantom, whoa, with the king 3 offsuit, does make the call. I think he's getting ready to bluff. Now, this is interesting. Look at that. We were joking about Phantom calling everything. The turn comes to 6 of diamonds. That's 2 pair for Phantom.
And also gives Kyle nut flush draw.
Ooh, so let's see what happens. Phantom checks his 2 pair. At least Kyle makes the bet. Let's go back over to, Will gets out of the way. Finally, Phantom calls the 200. This is wild. Let's see what the river brings us. A diamond and Kyle wins. Or a pair. Kyle's got 10 outs. Let's see if he hits one of them. It's a 3. It's no good. Phantom will win as long as he puts his money into the pot. Kyle goes first. Kyle checks it down. Phantom, wrong seat, seat number 1, goes all in for 1,400. Wow. Now Kyle's got a decision to make here. Is his ace high good? There'd be no reason to think it wasn't. It doesn't matter. Kyle folds and Phantom takes down a $2,000 pot.
Solid fold.
That was a good, I mean, it wasn't the easiest fold, although, quite frankly, with that turn becoming the diamond, we have the top pair and the diamond draw. Maybe if he bet in a normal world, if he bets, he may get someone to fold. Maybe not the 2 pair, but that might have been the more correct high percentage play. I'm going to go check out what's going on in the other room. Guys, Rob's going to take it away for just a second.
I know. I know.
Pierce, good luck. You're eligible for this. Here you are.
Well, let's see what's going on over here. We've got Pierce with his ace-2 goes all in, although Arden's a 99% chance to win. Arden must know that because he's got the jack-9. He's got the trip-9, so he's got to see that he's good. He's also in first place in the game. Now, Phantom has bottom pair. He also makes the call. So Pierce is probably, he's got less than 1. Pierce has a 1% chance to win. Phantom has under 1% chance to win. Arden's definitely going to take it down. The turn's a 10. That gives Arden the guaranteed win. He's going to take the 3,500 chips. He may take more if he puts money in. And Phantom calls. Phantom over seat number 1 dumps his cards. Arden's going to find out that he takes the pot down. 1,575 chips go into Arden.
Good game, guys.
Mitt! Is this me? Oh, you're right there.
Let's say the local club meets once a week. Well, you could do it once a week. How long is it going to take you to get 50 sessions over a year? What if you go to, it's only an hour. It's a very efficient hour. Well, I don't know. I don't even know.
Pardon, give me 500. Goddamn Scrooge McDuck over here. No, not that kind. $500.
It's like you show up, practice.
That's a dirty stack.
Yeah.
When you were just taking them out of the
What do you mean by that?
The blue chip.
So,
Oh my god, thank you. Well, then I'm richer. Look at that. Money, money.
Thanks, McConnell. You got him more money.
Fuck you, McConnell.
I know. I made him money. My fault that chip was in the stack.
Yeah. Where's the camera? Where's the fucking camera?
The camera's right here. Do that right by here. Just so the people at home know.
Is that better or worse than Justin's?
Austin, by the way, the microphone is in Austin's ears.
Yeah.
He's very valuable skill.
Just yell in Austin's ears.
My name is now Mike.
People who are like, they have a wedding and they'll practice.
So it's 2 mics now? Or 3 mics?
And that's all they're doing.
All right, here we go. Hand number 15 started. The cards are being dealt. We're up to Phantom in seat number 1. Phantom's got
Toastmaster, man.
Play the game, bro. Yeah.
the 5-4 suited. It's 200 for him to call. Now that's
Yeah, I feel that.
we'll get to that in a second. He makes the call. He's out. Nikki's out. Kyle, the queen 10 off, makes the call. And there's no shot Mitt's calling. Now we just got joined by Mitt. Mitt's always the odds-on favorite to take this group down, but let's see what goes on. We've got James the 9-8 suited, so he's got a suited connector. He makes the 100. He completes the small blind. McConaughey checks his Jack 4. What else is he going to do? Let's see what comes out next.
2 number cards that are right next to each other and they're suited, which is called suited connectors. Let's say like 7-6 of hearts and they're both hearts.
That's better.
That's a playable hand. Yeah. If you have like 8-4 offsuit, like, you know, gamble if you'd like.
Ooh, that's interesting. Phantom's got a gut shot and a pair.
More than 5 away, you're really in bad shape. Yeah, fold that.
McConaughey's got a pair of 4s. So let's see. Everyone checks it through. Ooh, there it is. Phantom's got the 2 pair. It brings a 1-liner to a 3, but nobody has a 3. At least we can tell that. Phantom's in seat number 1. He checks his 2 pair. Again, he likes checking those 2 pairs. Kyle decides I'm stabbing at it with 200. And nice. And James is out. McConaughey's out. Phantom, not going to let him have it. You have 2 pair. You cannot give it to him for 200 chips.
You're playing Dicey Diamond?
So Kyle's got 3 outs. He's got the 4 threes. The 3 of diamonds we've already seen. That was folded earlier. The river is the...
Just saying that because you're scared.
That's me stalling. Oh, gotcha. So Phantom raised to 800 and Kyle folded. Which I got excited about that, but that's exactly what should have happened. So there you go. Phantom wins 1,400 chips.
Don't win. Play an Xbox or cheaper
So half the chips in play are in Arden's stack. Arden again, seat number 7 on the left-hand side with the Bridge Academy shirt. It's actually Oxbridge, but we're not going to name that out loud. So he's supporting the school right there.
We got analog.
Eric, what do you think about the bet sizes? Do you think that they need to step it up a little bit? It's just 200 going into a $1,200 pot.
Yeah, so one of the things I think that they're... So one of the things that I think that they're missing when they're playing these games is if you make those small raises, it gives people the odds to make that call. So if there's $2,000 in the pot and you bet $200, that's a cheap amount to win a big pot. We could call with almost anything. It's 10-1 or 9-1 or whatever it is, 11-1.
Well, that's why I brought it up, because I don't think that you're getting anyone to go anywhere throwing 200 into a $1,200 pot.
Right, so they're missing the value. So what happens when you bet? You either want one of 2 things. You want worse hands to call or better hands to fold. And those little tiny raises aren't folding anyone. All you're doing is making the pot bigger, and you're not getting anyone to get out of the pot. And it makes it really difficult to win it down the road. So if there's 8 people in the game, and even if you have a lead going into it, 20, 30%? But if you can get 4 or 5 of those people out, now you got a 40%, 50% chance with random cards. All right, here we go. We got Mitt with pocket 8s, James with ace jack. They're both all in. Mitt's first hand, so he's only winning. James called with 425 is all he has. He does catch the jack. Mitt's going to need the 8 to win. He's got 2 outs. He's got 4% chance.
Or running clubs.
Oh, that's true. He's got running clubs. So he's got he's got a club. He's got that just increased his out. Unfortunately, there's only 4 outs left because those 2 8s are gone. There's a king, a queen, a 10, or a 6. And he missed. It was so close. It was a black card, but it was not enough. And Mitt loses the hand, but luckily he's still in the game because James only had 475 chips available. So
unfortunately, that brought Mitt down to only 5 big blinds on his first hand.
that's the trouble when you come in so late, but you got to do what you got to do. Here we go. We got Nikki is going to be first to act. Let's take a look. Hold on a second. Who was in that last hand? How does he still have chips? I'm not getting into that. We're going to assume that this is right. We're just going to keep on going.
That's actually like the best card protector.
He won. Oh, of course he won. That's why he does. That's why he still has chips. I was like, I just assume Mitt's in it. Mitt wins it, but clearly that's not the case. So here we go. The cards are getting dealt.
Just like solves it in 2 seconds and jams.
This shit's too easy.
All right, we're on Nikki. Nikki's got the king 7 off. She dumps it. Kyle's out. Austin in seat number 6, ace 9. We're going to talk about the ace 9 hand, but he makes the call. It's going to go around the table. James with the ace 5 calls. Phantom never folds a hand. I don't see why he's folding one now. He does make the call. And Steve with the ace queen just checks it. Wow. Now there's if we were going to evaluate the hand, there'd be a whole bunch to talk about right now. Let's get the flop, and then we're going to talk about this hand in just a second. We got a 10, a 5, and a 6. That puts Arden in first place. There are a lot of overcards. Phantom's gonna go first. Phantom's got nothing. Steve has 2 big cards, but they don't match the board. He doesn't care. He's putting 100 in, which he's gonna be. He puts 500 in. I was thinking you can't put 100 in. Austin with his ace 9 is out of there. Arden though, calls the 500. It's a good thing Arden has all the chips in the world, so he doesn't make a difference. James has a pair, so he calls.
See, this is the issue with not raising the ace-queen pre-flop to get these junk hands out.
Yeah, if he raised with the and he catches the queen, so it doesn't matter. What that means right now is he's not going to learn his lesson. He's actually going to win this. So this is what's beautiful about poker is that you don't always have to make the perfect decision because the numbers are because the randomness comes in. So if you've got a player and you're playing the best player in the world and you're just happen to be lucky that day, it doesn't matter. The lucky player beats the good player all the time. Anyways, Arden, Steve goes all in. Arden's 1,300 to call. Arden
needs a 9 or a 10. There's only 3 outs
does
left.
make the call. Here we go. He's got 3 outs, the 2 10s and a 9. And he misses, but it doesn't matter. Arden's still in first place with 13,000 chips. Steve moves into, what is it, second or third? Let's take a look at the stack sizes right over here, and we'll see that Arden's way in first. Steve does move to second place with 5,100. Then we got Nikki in third with 3,700, all the way down to James with 450. Yep.
I'm like, dude, the first thing I got this phone, and I just downloaded Pokemon.
You have a bunch of Lucario, Mario, you want to trade?
You want to trade the Lucario? Yeah, we can try and get lucky.
I'm gonna need some help because my body is shit every
Did you get a shiny? Yeah. Here, I'll do it. I like 3. Okay. I only got 1. That's the second to last one we did.
Well, like, I have 1, but then like, I did a bunch of raids that what is it now? You can have that one.
Dude, every task right now is
You got a
catch
shiny
300
Rayquaza?
Pokemon.
Yeah, I got 3.
But Connie, every task right now I have is catch 300 Pokemon.
So just so you could see what's going on, they're just double checking the count on everybody's chips, making sure it's right, so that we can have the numbers accurate for you guys. But while they're shuffling, so while it's starting, so we talked a little bit earlier. We talked about those hands. You got the ace 9 flatting under the gun. I mean, what do you think about? Let's get back. Keep that in mind. We're going to get back right over this hand. This is because we don't want to miss one moment of the excitement going on over here. The free poker tournament. Oh, Nikki's big blind. She's got pocket aces, but it doesn't matter. It's up to Kyle. Kyle's going to fold.
Love to wake up with that in the big blind.
Because they're gonna. What's cool about having it in the big blind is now you are going to be first to act, but everybody goes first, and so all the money's in the pot to figure out. Mitt went all in with his ace-6, so this is going to be an easy call for Nicky. McConney with his 8-7 is out, and it goes back to Phantom. Phantom's got a 10-9 off. He's thinking about making the call. He is counting his chips with his 10-9 offsuit. He folds. Steve, please tell me he folds his 9-3 offsuit. Steve doesn't know it's his turn. Someone's explaining to Steve what his name is here. He folds, and Nicky makes the easy call with the pocket aces. Here we go. We're going to flip the cards up. Mitt's going to find out the bad news that he'll be joining us in the studio in about 10 seconds. And they just found out. Here we go. We got the ace-6 suited. We got the pocket aces. Unless they come out clubs, I don't see or 2 6s. I don't see a way for Mitt to stay in this game.
And he's missing a lot of clubs. There were quite a few folded pre-flop.
Oof. There's a queen, a deuce, a jack, no clubs. He's running 6s, or king 10, and he's out of the tournament, and he doesn't get it. Mitt is on the rails. Mitt is out of the tournament. Mitt is going home. But Nicky moves up to second place with 5,000 chips.
Ellie's in. We're going to take a little break. Please put out your green and... Who won that?
Me.
You need to like enter in the chip up
Yeah,
and stuff.
and if you could just count your chips after I chip you up when you come back, so I...
Here, put some chips on the table.
I have 5,000 on mine.
After chip up, right? I'll chip them up and I'll tell you what to enter in, alright?
Okay.
But I need all those chips on the table. Yeah, that, and then give me that rack with the hundreds in it. And then grab like a wad of thousands. And then another empty rack if you got it, or something close to it.
Nicky still having trouble counting all those chips you just took in. I'll count them for you. $5,000, Nicky. It's $5,000. So Mitt, you can see, if you see over there next to Austin, that empty seat, that's where Mitt was. That's what's going on. They're looking for Ellie. And Ellie is back here taking a break. Ellie's got to put her shoes on.
Good luck, Ellie.
We're going to be joined by Ellie, seat number 5, guys. Here they're counting out her chips. In the meantime, so we were discussing what happened. So under the gun, you have ace-9. What's your move? There's 10 players in the game.
Easy fold, easy fold. It's negative EV for sure. Most of the time, if you get a raise in, or even just flat, and you face a raise down the line, you have no idea if you're dominated. You're out of position. It's just bad all around to play raggedy aces, especially unsuited.
So you have an ace-9. They're not suited. I mean, what happens is so the only aces that are going to play, so either an ace comes and you bet and everybody folds because there's no other ace, or an ace comes and they have an ace-king, an ace-queen, an ace-jack, or ace-10 because most people are going to fold their bad aces, especially to a raise. So if an ace comes, you're either going to lose if you bet, or you're going to win a little pot or lose a big pot, which is exact opposite of how you'd like it to be in a poker tournament.
Or even if you're facing a raise and your 9 comes, you still don't know where you're at because, like I said, you're out of position facing a raise. You don't know if 10s, jacks, queens are out there. You just have no idea where you're at when you play those raggedy unsuited aces. At least when you have a suited ace, you know what you're gunning for.
So, Rob, you mentioned out of position. What do you mean by out of position?
Under the gun +1. Basically, the first half of the table, if you have the majority of people acting after you, then you're out of position, and you're at a disadvantage
because you have the more information at that point, right?
Yeah, if you're later to act, then you have the pleasure of seeing everyone else act before you and making your decision after them. The opposite, you're forced to act first, and you don't have that extra information.
Yeah, so you don't know what's going on, so you have to put in when they don't know you don't know what's going on, and the guys after you get to put in after they do know what's going on, and the more information you have, the better it is in this game of limited information.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's going on right now, I believe, is they're doing a chip up. They're counting the chips, and they're going to take a few-minute break. So we'll be back to you guys in just about 10 minutes. I'm going to make a little post. I'll push it up on the screen so you guys can see it, so you know what's going on. In the meantime, I'm missing the screen for that, so we'll be back in a second.
Sure. Take 1, 5, and 5 1s. 1, 5, and 5 1s. You got it. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, here. Give me that.
Like
No, that was mine. It rolled over to you. The one you took and you said boop. I was expecting you to give it back. That's mine.